What is up, guys? By Muffin here, and we are back with some more Trails into Reverie. Last time we finished the last part of Act 4, which was the end of Rufus's route, where we learned the whole truth behind everything pertaining to why we had to see Ian Grimwood, why the deal with Lapis's missing memories, and that Lapis is actually Elysium, this artificial intelligence that was created by essentially the merging of the Orbital Network and everything that's been happening with the spirit veins in the last few years. So now we know that Lapis, formerly known as Elysium, wants to put an end to everything that's happening around here, but we still don't know who the main culprit is. We know obviously some of our main enemies are like the Masterine and the Supreme Leader, Rufus, but as for who the true culprit behind everything is still unclear. So we're going to be moving into the final act of the game and see where it all takes us. I don't think it actually matters where you start up here. Yeah, I can see it says finale. I think you can pretty much start anywhere, but let's start with Lloyd since it all started with him anyway.
ロイド、久しぶりだ。
先輩方、お怪我はありませんか？
リン、ユーナも。ああ、こちらは全員無事さ。
Are they gonna ask about Reen's weird look?
アランドールからクロスベル入りは聞いてたが。
灰色の騎士。いいえ、トールズ7組の方々ですか？どうやら通信妨害を解除したみたいですね。
なあ。こちらでなんとか妨害装置を停止できてね。利用されていた響きの貝殻もようやく回収できたところだ。
No one's gonna ask about his weird look.
調印式の事件を聞いたときはどうなることかと思ったけど、アリサ、マキアス、トア先輩にシャロンさんも本当に無事でよかった。
リン、こっちのセリフよ。でもその瞳と髪の毛は
一体何があった？
驚かせてすまない。こちらでもいろいろあってね。
エステルにヨシはアガットもそっちで頑張ってくれていたみたいね。サンクス、3人とも。そうそう、王子殿下ご夫妻も無事保護できましたのでご安心を。ほんと？ユゼちゃん。そっか、シェラネー、オリビエも。
新婚早々に災難に見舞われたもんだが。
Right?
ええ、心配が一つ晴れましたね。未だ予断を許されない状況が続いてはいるみたいだけど。
ああ、新総統が出した声明というやつか。7の輪の復旧直前に配信されたそうだが。
ああ、実は。
Yeah, we saw it ourselves.
バカな。
帝国と共和国。いいえ、全世界に従属を求める宣言ですか。さすがにちょっとやばいかな。ええ、帝国は一旦様子見でしょうが、共和国が黙っている理由はありません。全力でテロ国家クロスベルを叩き潰し、さらには帝国の責任を厳しく追及するでしょう。あの新大統領なら確かにそれくらいはしそうですね。
ええ、たとえ新総統が偽物の講師であったとしても。
正直そっちも衝撃的だが。
街を占領した新総統が偽物だなんて。
He's a fake.
帝都で本物に会った時は さすがに信じられなかったかな。
ノルドでの風の牽制、そしてそちらで現れた火炎魔人。
状況的に新総統が複製されたのはほぼほぼ間違いないでしょう。確かに脱走や事件発生の流れも含めていろいろな辻褄も合いそうです。
ロイドはうすうす気づいていたみたいだね。
ああ、いくつか引っかかる部分はあった。同じ子供たちとしてレクターさんが感じていた違和感、そして軍需工場で偽物を知って可能性くらいは考えていた。
そうか。
なるほどな。
偽物って確定したんなら、あとは全力でぶっ潰しゃいいだけだろう。
そうだね。クロスベルにもこうして侵入できたし、もう一人残っている偽物には気をつける必要はありそうですけど。
ああ、同化だったか。これも彼の影響みたいだが。
ええ、おそらくリーンさんというイデアそのものを侵食するような。
Only one of them is supposed to exist in the world, so he's essentially trying to absorb the Reen that exists in this reality and be the only one.
このまま進行したらどうなるのか、現時点では私たちにもわからないわ。そんな。
8体目の鬼神も含めて俺たちにとっても他人事じゃない。何としても真実を突き止めよう、リン。俺たち支援家もきっと力になれるはずだ。
ロイド、ありがとう。俺たちも全力を尽くすよ。クロスベルを取り戻すために。
There you go.
もちろん私たちもです。この危機を乗り越えるためにはきっと全ての力を結集しないと。
ならば我々もそこに加わらせてもらおうか。
Hijacking the phone call.
兄上。
I figured he was gonna have to get involved.
勝手ながら会話は聞かせてもらった。かな。
風の牽制殿に神速のそなたまでいるのか。
久しぶりだ、ティオ。ロイドたちはいつかぶりになるか。
私にはお構いなく。成り行き上仕方なくですし。
黙って姿をくらましてすまなかった。ちなみに雫は無事だ。今は去る人物に預かってもらっている。
そっか、雫心配してたけど。ああ、よかった。ってレン、どうしてあんたまでそこにいるの？
A while back.
君は今回はリベールで留守番だったはずだけど。
おじいさんからのことづてでね、急遽裏ルートでクロスベル入りしたの。本物の彼と行動していたのも含めてなかなか連絡も取れなくってね。
ルファさん。
帝都で連れていた者たちもいるようですね。 改めてになるな、支援家の諸君。ユーシス、トールズの諸君とは C としての開口以来か。レクター君、クレア君も壮健なようで何より。
あんたもな、ヒット殿。
どうやら本物みたいですね。
ええ、レンたちが保証するわ。ふん、ルーファスのお供みたいに言わないでほしいわね。雇われたのはナーディアたちだけなんだから。こだわるね。
やれやれ、似たようなものだと思うけどな。
そうか、やはりあなたたちだったんですね。おととい軍需工場で通信越しに連携したのは。
あ、
端末越しに話した。
やっぱりあの時の声はレ レンちゃん
It all lines up.
さすがに気づいてたみたいね。
その説は世話になった。例代わりと言ってはなんだが、君たちと共有しておきたい情報がある。この事件の裏に隠されていた人ならざる存在についてだ。
エルシオン。
かのエプスタイン博士が予見したというシンギュラリティの産物。皮肉なものですね。あの対戦を最後のきっかけとしてそんなものが生まれたなんて。未来予知すら可能な超高度機械知性。それがあの偽物新総統の登場とクロスベル占領の背景にあったものですか。
そして鍵となるのはその元管理者であるという彼女、ラピスと言ったか。
ラピス・ローゼンベルクよ。興味本位でチロチロ見ないで。ローゼンベルク人形は優雅にして高貴、そこには愛おしさと慈しみがなくっちゃ。
ああ、すまない。しかし本当にすごいな。
ええ、ローゼンベルク人形は以前ベルから何度も見せられたけど、戦術核とは別のベクトルで凄まじい技術が使われていますね。さすがは希代の人形技師ヨルグマイスターですわね。
Oh my god, Tita, no.
ちょっと構造を見てみたいかも。見せないもん。
落ち着け、ティータ。
えらくすんなりと受け入れたもんだな。
Not everyone's as questioning as you are, Swin.
伊達に修羅場はくぐってないみたいだね。
彼女からエリュシオンを奪った何かが偽物の私の背後にいる。真実を見出しクロスベルを解放するために元管理者である彼女の力は必要だろう。それらを踏まえた上で協力を受け入れられるかね。かつて君たちを鳥かごに押し込め黄昏を推し進めてきたこの私との。
I mean, what choice do we have at this point? We need all the help we can get.
「ルーファス・アルバレア講師、クロスベル警察特務支援課としてその申し出受けさせてもらいます。
まあ、あんたには総督時代に散々煮え湯を飲まされてきたが、だからこそ実力も手腕も俺たちが誰より分かってるってもんだ。
確かにある意味信用がありますよね。こうしているうちに共和国もすでに対応に動き始めているでしょう。でも速やかに町を解放できれば各種交渉もまだ間に合うはずよ。
はい、だったら私たちは合理的な選択をするまでです。クロスベルの独立を今度こそ本当の意味で勝ち取るためにも。
そして必ず大切なものを取り戻してみせます。
みんな
リベール組も当然同じ気持ちよ。
もちろん俺たちトールスもだ。
We got all three groups coordinating together now.
それとは別に兄上には言いたいことが山ほどありますが。
全てが終わった後でならいくらでも付き合おう。それではただいまをもって我々も君たちに参加させてもらう。私自身の咎とやり残しを片付けるためにも。いや、もはやそれだけでもなくなっているのかもしれないが。
He just wants to help Loppies.
兄上。
れで改めて作戦を詰められそうですね。
なあ、課長や司令たちも含めて改めて話し合ってみないとな。
And thus, they all eagerly began devising a plan to liberate Crossbell City. They all wanted to find a way to use being divided across the region to their advantage. Yeah, I mean, you can enter from 3 different areas of the city, divide the troops. It took no time for a voice to propose using their open communication lines to coordinate a 3-pronged strike on the city. It's kind of awkward for where Lloyd was. Lloyd was all the way up in Mainz, but they're going down from St. Ursula. They would attack from the south, east, and west entrances, forcing enemy forces to thin their ranks to attack each side at once. This would make it much easier to hasten their way to where the Supreme Leader would assuredly be stationed, Orcus Tower. It was also agreed that analyzing the mysterious device in the Castle of Mirrors was of utmost importance. Professor Schmidt and Russell, as well as Yona and Kia, agreed to head this task. However, this required no strategic input. They were simply to devote themselves to its analysis while the 3-pronged operation was in motion. Having finalized plans down to the last detail, the participants headed toward their respective rendezvous points for the night. All that was left was to rest and wait for morning to come. March 22nd, the day of Crossbell's liberation. It's kind of a shame that I get why, because it's a lot of characters, but it would have been nice to get one final night to kind of with everybody.
Crossbell! Pura!
こちらも配備は済んだ。博覧流の方は正直始まってみないとわからないがね。
まあ、なるようにしかならねえだろう。てめえらも準備はできてるな。はっ。
Oh wow, look at us here. Well, well, if it isn't my good friend Crow and the Ashen Chevalier, how time flies. It's good to see you too, Scarlet. Last time we spoke was that little call George arranged for us right before war broke out, huh? Look at you all dolled up in your Gralsritter outfit. You sure it's okay to help our group? Wald will be escorting Father Wazzy. Last thing I want is to be a third wheel. At least she gets it. Never mind that. Are you sure you're alright, Schwarzer? His behavior has been completely normal, which makes it all the more unsettling. Knowing the instructor, he may just be putting on a brave face so that he doesn't worry us. A very handsome and brave face. I promise you I'm fine, really. If anything, I have too much energy. Though I can't deny that my left eye feels somewhat restless. That's the kind of thing we're worried about, dumbass. I only pray there is some way to reverse the assimilation process. We'll just have to hunt down that poser and beat the answer out of him. I can only imagine he's preparing to fight us alongside the Supreme Leader's forces. Not that it will stop us from finding him and putting an end to this. Yeah, thanks everyone. Funny how this game all started with a simple trip to, well, for Class 7, a simple trip to Nord that, you know, led into all this stuff. I just had to get myself involved in this, didn't I? You could have walked away at any time, you know. She's a kind soul deep down, huh? Yup, tough on the outside, soft on the inside, like a buttery biscuit. Don't you start. It's already begun. Given the operation, I would have expected things to be more tense. Weren't you set on sticking to the shadows? I wasn't expecting you to don your old mask again and actually take part in this. My mask is simply to prevent distress in any citizenry who might witness two people with my face. The time for acting in the shadows has passed. Now I am but another piece on the game board. Still, I am just as surprised the two of you are still with us. I wouldn't have thought any amount of mirror would justify the risk of taking part in this operation. Hey, we don't just like to leave debts unpaid. You helped us take care of that imposter of the Emperor. Just think of this as a little bonus from us. Speaking of bonuses, we haven't forgotten about the one you promised us. I'm looking forward to it. There's so many places I want to go with LP once this is all over. I see. Thanks, both of you. Let's stuff our faces silly once this is over. Perhaps this is the goddess's hand at work. I'm counting on you to handle things as we discussed, Emma. Of course, but satisfying every necessary condition won't be easy. The first challenge will be to make it to where they're waiting, but I'll do my part. I will not fail, we can't afford to. They must be going over the plan they devised last night. I would imagine so. I really hope it works. I doubt we have much to worry about, not with those three on the case. Sure, copy that. Everyone at the east and west entrances is in position. Got it, we're good to go then. It's only been a few days since Crossbell was occupied, but so much has happened that it feels like an eternity. Well, yeah, it's been a 60-hour game. That it does. It was just a few days ago we were lost, unsure what to do with ourselves, and separated from one another. But in the end, we made it back here, together. We owe a lot to Reen and Uni backing us up too. There's only one thing left for us to do now. That's right, we're gonna take back our home. And we'll stake the pride of Crossbell Police Department on getting it done. This is just business as usual when it comes to us, isn't it? About time we got some payback on those assholes for thinking they can just take over our old home. Nice to hear you kids still got the fire in your belly. Of course we do. We're not going down without a fight.
間もなく作戦開始時刻よ。警備隊は警察各員とともに市民の安全確保を最優先にしつつ、各街区で黒の英士を制圧。特務支援課トールズ7組、ルーファス講師たちはその隙にタワーへ先行。最終目標である新総統の確保を目指します。クロスベルの命運はあなたたちにかかっている。作戦の成功と幸運を祈ります。
Yes, Mom.
Sonia managing everything. There you go. Got Roberts over here too.
頑張ってロイドたち。
Is it gonna do like the 1 minute before thing? Like when the war started? Yep, it's gonna do it. I love this. I love when they do that. It's like another war. Not on as grand of a scale, but still pretty crazy. So I think whoever you chose is who you start as first in this infiltration, I believe. Or maybe not. Hey, let's go! Thor's Nanakumi. Alright, we got all three groups in the city.
俺も予定通り筆頭殿に合流させてもらうぜ。支援家の皆さん、女神の加護。
ああ、そちらもタワー前でまた会おう。
凛と有望によろしく言っといてくれ。はい、
参りましょう。
So everyone's splitting up into their own groups.
さあ、ここからが本番ですね。絶対に取り戻しましょう。私たちのクロスベルを。
なあ、行こう。エステルたちもよろしく頼む。
背中を任せて。
So, this group is the SSS and the Libero crew. Class 7 is, well, Class 7 and Thor's, for the most part. And then Rufus's group is the normal group, plus I assume Claire is also going to run over there with Lecter to back up Rufus. Finale, Hope in Reverie.
他のチームも追っ始めたみてえだな。
なあ、俺たちも負けてられない。
Oh yeah, I don't know if it's for the whole finale, but I think for most of it we can't access the Reverie corridor. I'm pretty sure everything else we're gonna get for the Reverie corridor is gonna be in the post game. All right, let's see. I'll keep Lloyd in the front. Give me Risha. There's so many characters I want to use, but yeah, for now, give me this. But I can at least decide on support. Actually, this is good for now. You appear at last, cursed SSS. Why do you not understand that absolute unity is the truest form of justice? I'm gonna beat that delusion right out of your skull, buddy. That's a good line. We're breaking through. Oh, Zero Craft right out of the gates. Sure. Some good XP.
Yosh.
Thankfully, everyone who's been kind of underused in the Reverie corridor is going to get some levels here. Besides, obviously, the summonable ones. Like, obviously, Angelica, Roselia, you know, those characters, and Victor. Those three in specific are not going to get any levels from this final chapter. But everyone else that we had in there is at least part of one of these three teams, for the most part. So everyone's going to kind of beef up a bit. Rah! You're not getting to the Supreme Leader. These guys don't know when to quit. We can't afford to get pinned down here. Oh, hey! So Ren's coming back with this group.
サイトも頑張ってたわね、エステル、ティータも。
久しぶりだ、ティオ。ロイドたちもよくここまでたどり着いた。
そっちもなんとか突入できたってところか。もう
あんたって子は心配かけてくれちゃって。そうだよ。まさか元総督さんと一緒にいたなんて。はあ、心配かけたのはどっちって気もするんだけど、無事に会えてよかったわ。本当に。うん。レンちゃんも。
改めておかえり、レン。
ええ、ただいま。サイトもおかえりなさい。ずいぶんすれ違いましたが、また会えてよかったです。
すまんな。お主にも声をかけたかったが、ここからは私も改めて力を貸そう。特務支援課の警察犬として。
ああ、よろしく頼む。
これでようやく支援課も勢ぞろいね。
キーヤが戻ったらパーティーでもやりてえところだが。
ロイドたち。
えい。
いいじゃねえ。いや、ワジもいるぞ。本当だ。
ウェンディ、それに
シュルちゃん。
彼らも一緒か。
So you've been hiding underground this whole time. Looks like the dance hasn't put you in its thrall then. I assumed all the civilians had been affected already. We got in touch with each other and managed to hold out. We knew that you guys would stand up and fight. Wendy, that means a lot. Plus, that's no true Ilya dance. That's just some dirty imitation. Like heck, I'm gonna lose to that. She's apparently in the administrative district, Risha. You've got this. I'm on it. So each group is going to have their own main fight to do. Obviously, the SS, before getting to the Supreme Leader, SSS is obviously going to handle Ilya. Here are some supplies Wendy and the rest of us gathered when we went underground. They're all yours. Are you sure we can have all of this? Thank you so much. Don't sweat it. We just want you to teach those jerks a lesson. Right, we're gonna go help Wald. You guys be careful. Look, all these guys have normal jobs now, but they're still ready to throw down with, alongside Wald. We will, thank you. Let's keep moving. All these delinquents used to be... Oh, Tio can use the craft Holy Arrival, okay.
本当にタフね、この町の人たちは。
ロイドたちだけではない。この私が共にありたいと思えるくらいにな。
誇らしい限りだよ。さあ、このまま一気に行こう。
But yeah, it's so cool. Like, you think back to the beginning of Zero when we first had to go to the downtown district and help quiet down, you know, Walden Wazi's crews. You know, they were all just a bunch of street punks now, and now they've got, you know, respectable jobs, but they still are able to throw down. Like, obviously, they probably never stopped training and all of that, so that's really cool to see. Oh, so this is like a shop. I knew you guys would show up eventually. I plan to go back to Gen 10 once this is all over to discuss how we can support the big operation. I can't stand the thought of everyone being pushed around like this. Give them Gehenna for those of us who can't be there. Me especially. You bet. I promise we'll set things straight. I wish I could do more, but I know you and the SSS are the only ones who can bring Ilya back to her senses, Risha. So I'm counting on you, okay? Don't worry, Sully. We'll take care of it. I promise you we'll get through to her, no matter what it takes. Alright, so we're going to end things off here, because I do want to actually use some of the strengthening stuff here. Yeah, I still can't access the, all that stuff. And you can't switch routes either, I believe. Yeah. It'll only switch once you get to, like, a certain point, I believe. So, next time we're going to continue through the operation to liberate Crossbell here in the finale of Trails into Reverie, and see where it all leads us. Obviously, the SSS is running up to face Ilya down and bring her back to her senses. So, I guess we'll handle that next time. So, that's going to be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.